Welcome, everybody, to the Freedom Collective's 7-figure blueprint to launching an online business. We first just want to celebrate you for being willing to do something different because most people want a change, but they are not willing to show up for themselves and go after it and get that change. And so today, we want to cover with you how this business is unlike anything else in the online space. We offer you real financial solutions, a return on your investment, and leveraged income opportunities. We're also going to teach you how you can start and duplicate this exact process with us as your mentors, utilizing our proven sales and marketing systems. And last but not least, we are going to share with you the products that we've partnered with, as well as the patented compensation plan that will allow you to make 5-figure months while promoting health plus sustainability. And so before I dive into all of that, hello again. My name is Kristen, and I used to be super burnt out. I was in human resources management, and I really just was constantly always searching for something different. I wanted a change. I wanted to step outside of that mundane daily, day-to-day cycle. And I wanted to travel on a whim and be able to plug in from home. And I think it really just boiled down to I knew I was meant for more. So fast forward, and now I have done over 2 million in high ticket sales. I've been able to retire myself and my husband from our 9-to-5 jobs. We have traveled across America for a year and a half in our RV with our dog, and we did an around the world trip with our son, our firstborn son. And then we welcomed our daughter into the world. And now we both get to present parent and work from home every single day alongside of each other. And I think probably one of my favorite pieces about what I get to do is I get to help other burnt out 9-to-5ers do the exact same thing for their lives. And so I want to ask you, what brought you here today? It might be that this isn't your first webinar. You might have been on different experiences like this before. And even if you've explored other opportunities before, by the end of this call, you're going to see and understand exactly why this business is changing so many people's lives and why they're having the success that they are having here. And maybe it's that you've actually tried something before. You've tried to build a business and just haven't seen the results you were after or the success. And let's be real, any online business, you need something to back you. You need products, you need sales funnels, you need support. And it can take years to develop all of that. But we are here today to take the guesswork out of all of that for you. We have a proven system that pays up to $7,000 per sale. We have pre-built funnels for you to use. We have medical grade products and duplicatable systems that take care of the entire tech side for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You also might be sitting here just like so many of us were before we dove in and officially got started, and you might be a little scared. You might be scared to pursue something different or pursue your passions out of fear of failure or what will people think of me, right? And it could also be that you've just believed the different lies that corporate America and just different corporations want us to believe, that the only way to make a living and make an income is by working a 9-to-5, or maybe you need a ton of venture capital or a college degree to be successful. But you're here because you don't actually believe that. And I guarantee you're here because you do want true time, financial, and location freedom. You envision a different life for yourself. And we all know that you have to take different actions to get different results. And we're here today to show you how you can make those dreams that you've been dreaming into your actual reality. And so what we do is called affiliate marketing. The benefit behind affiliate marketing is that there is no market research. We've done that for you. There's no product development. There's no stocking up of inventory, and there is no being chained to your desk and no cold calling. And so with that being said, I'm going to flip the script over to Christy, and she can walk you through our affiliation that we get to work with.
Thanks, Kristen. Hi, everybody. I'm Christy, and I'm so happy to be here with you all. So, a little bit about my story. So, I was working in my 9-to-5 for over 24 years. I was on the path to doing that until retirement age. And truth be told, I was okay with that when I first started down that journey. I didn't hate my job. I loved the people I worked with. I loved what I actually did. But then the pandemic hit, and like so many others, I got a just small taste of what freedom felt like working from home. And then my company started going through layoffs, and my own husband went through a layoff. So that has become very near and dear to my own household. And I just realized that I started waking up feeling like I was lacking passion and purpose beyond my family and faith. life and wanting more. And so fast forward, I've been doing this business for over 3 years and I'm officially retired. I'm a multi six-figure online business owner. Fun fact, I did $50,000 in sales in my first 60 days. And I now experience more memories, more time with my family, with my next goal being to retire my husband. And I'm just on a mission to help so many other people experience what I've been able to experience and changing that pace from working corporate 9 to 5 to actually stepping into being my own boss and fulfilling something that is truly impactful to me in my life. So, what I'm going to share today first is a little bit about the products that we are affiliated with. And so, I want to start by saying you might be like, why are we diving into talking about a product? If any business model that exists, you either have a service or a product. You really get a global business in a box with this particular business model. And this product is life changing. And so, we're going to dive into that. And that's why I'm talking about this. And I just want you to feel good about that because I know if I'm investing into starting a business, I want a product that can stand the test of time. And that's exactly what this does. And so, whoever solves the biggest problem gets paid the biggest paychecks, which leads us into the next question. Let me ask you, how much water do you drink per day? Have you ever thought about what's actually in your water? Do you think bottled water is cleaner than tap? And is water actually good for your health? And so we're going to explore a little bit about this. First, did you know that our bodies are made up of over 70% water? So when we think about the quality of water that we're putting in our body, the question is this, does it really matter? And I'm here to blow your minds today. So get ready. I know before I learned about this, I drank bottled water and never thought anything else about it. And I'm about to share some really important education with you guys. So first and foremost, the problem, more than 24,000 cancerous chemicals are found in leading water bottled brands all over the world. Actually, 60% or 64% of all bottled water is just tap water. And that bottled water is actually one of the most deregulated industries in that exists in the world today. And so what most people don't actually realize is that bottled water companies are not producing water. They're producing the plastic the water comes in. And so when you think about the amount of cancerous chemicals and microplastics that we're actually being exposed to on a daily basis, it's actually very concerning. And so I want to take you here for just a moment and have you actually take a look at this website in the middle bottom of the page, ewg.org/tap water. Feel free to go ahead, even while we're on this call, pop that zip code in and actually look and see what is in your local source water. So we've got the problem with the bottled water. 93% of bottled water contains microplastics, right? Which is very concerning. But then we also know that our tap water is actually riddled with contamination. And I was shocked and concerned to learn that even in my local zip code here in Virginia Beach, we have things like arsenic and chloroform and so many different type of acids that are actually present. And we're consuming those in micro doses on a daily basis. No wonder we're struggling with our health, right? And so then you get to take a look at where's the water coming from? It's traveling through these pipes, just like you see here in this picture. Chemicals, drugs, odor, sediment, rust, chlorine, fluoride, you name it, is coming through. And again, it's coming out in our showering, in our bathing, when we wash our hands, do our laundry, you might say, again, I drink filtered water, and we're going to get into some of that. But all of these things, from brushing our teeth to the water we give our pets, it's all on some level contaminated. And so what we really also want to share with you is that in addition to the contamination and the microplastics that are present in bottled and tap water, is that 200 million metric tons of plastics are riddled in our ocean. That's 3 times the size of France. So not only is it not good for the planet, it's not good for our health. So let's talk a little bit about healing waters around the world. So you might have heard of something called blue zones before. So blue zones are basically areas and populations where people live on average to be 100 years old or more. And so scientists have studied all across the world these very few blue zones that are left to see what exactly is it that is making these people so healthy to live such a long and healthy life. And part of it is that, of course, there's diet and there's stress levels and activity, and there's a multitude of factors. But the one commonality that was found in blue zones were the essentially miracle healing waters, meaning they were abundant in molecular hydrogen. So H2 is one of the world's most therapeutic antioxidants, and it's something that has helped people in these types of areas to live to be a very long and healthy age. So how do we get these miracle healing waters? How do we get access to that, right? Because let's face it, there's not much healthy and organic these days that we're consuming. So this is breakthrough in water technology. In the 1970s, Japanese scientists actually discovered a revolutionary way to mimic these naturally occurring miracle waters found in these blue zones. And that is actually what we're going to share as far as the product here today. This product comes from Enagic, the leader in manufacturing medical grade water ionizer since 1974. It's over a 50-year-old company based in Osaka, Japan. It is the only medical grade water ionizer that exists in the world. And we are number one in ionizer sales, doing over $1 billion in sales a year. There's not even a close second. These come with OEM manufacturing facilities in Japan, their ISO certified quality control processes. If that doesn't make a lot of sense to you, we're going to dig a little bit deeper here. So what does that mean? I'm saying a lot of words, but you might be like, what does speak English? So 50-year-old Japanese company. So OEM is original equipment manufacturer, meaning everything is made in-house. In fact, if you think about when the pandemic hit, there was a lot of things that were delayed in manufacturing. This was actually not one of them. This company continued to produce at a high level. People were able to continue to get this product in their home. People were able to build their businesses, and we really did not miss a beat. It is registered as medical grade equipment manufacturer in Japan, meaning it's actually used in hospitals in Japan. So the actual standards to get that even into a hospital is a lot. It's very high. It's received the gold standard of seal from the Water Quality Association, and you can see over here on the right side, it is used in hospitals, restaurants, gyms, salons, you name it, across the world. It is a global business. It is not saturated, and that's what's really exciting about this. It's only in 1 in every 500 homes in the USA, and we have over 1 million people with these water machines worldwide, which is very exciting. And that number is expected to continue to grow. The water ionizer industry is actually projected to double in size over the next 5 years. So when you're looking for a business to start, you want something that will stand the test of time and can also help people. And that is what we have with the Kangen 8, which is also called the K8. So the word Kangen means return to origin in Japanese. The power of this machine is that it produces antioxidation, alkalinity, it's restructured, rich in active molecular hydrogen, and it has a negative ORP. We're going to dive a little bit more into what some of these pieces mean that make this water so special and so healthy. First is antioxidation. So I want you guys to think about when you cut an apple open, right? It browns almost immediately. That is the process of oxidation. So it's oxidating, right? It's increasing the aging process. Where you have antioxidating is slowing down of the aging process. Everything we put in our bodies is either oxidating or antioxidating. And so we obviously want to put things that are antioxidating. So this is why when, the doctor talks about eat your green leafy vegetables and fruits and the things that are good for you. But what about the liquid that we put in our body? What about the things that we consume as far as drinks? There is actually, aside from green tea, no other drink liquid that you will have other than Kangen water that is actually antioxidating, which is interesting and a fun fact to learn. Second, that is the power of this machine is it also is the alkalinity. So this is your water pH scale. Again, everything we're putting in our body, it's either acidic, neutral, or alkaline. So this is the saying where you hear disease cannot thrive in an alkaline environment, right? And so this is why this is so important because we want to make sure that we are balancing our body's pH, which again tends to be acidic because of the foods and the things that we're eating and drinking and the stress in our environmental exposure. The main thing that I really want to hit on, because the antioxidation and the alkalinity is amazing, but this right here is the key to it all. This is what makes Kangen water and this medical grade water ironizers are so incredibly powerful and special is that it is actually going to go through an electrolysis process to create H2, which is active hydrogen. H2 has therapeutic potential for over 170 disease models. Molecular hydrogen is an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, anti-diabetic, and anti-tumor. 1 glass of Kangen water is equivalent to 5 pounds of blueberries and antioxidants. That is how incredibly powerful this water is. And so again, the water that we drink truly matters, and this is why we're passionate about sharing it with everybody. So in addition to the drinking water of the 9.5 pH that we get to consume on a daily basis when you own this machine and it's in your home, it also produces a few other water types. It produces a 7.0 clean water, which is great for baby formula, several different just kind of like neutral water types. So if you're like, I don't want something high in pH, this is great. It has 6.0 beauty water, which is equivalent to the pH of rainwater. So it's used as a facial toner, astringent, hair conditioner. So many great uses there. Also, the best Windex you will ever use. I was absolutely shocked. It also produces 2.5 pH strong acidic water, which is a really powerful. It produces basically it's stronger than bleach, 99.9% stronger than bleach. So it is able to kill the germs and the bacteria. And it also has 11.5 pH strong Kangen water, which is amazing because this actually is able to strip the chemicals that are found and pesticides that are found on our produce. And so there's so many things that are sprayed on the foods that we eat. So it's an oil emulsifier and able to actually remove all of those oil-based pesticides from your produce. So many different like uses for this machine, and I didn't even mention them all, but this machine replaces everything from your bottled water to your cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, makeup remover, stain removers, disinfectants, mouthwash, sanitizer, and more. So the average family of four, you can save over $2,000 a year just from owning this device. So really incredible. There are people who literally get this just for the health benefits and the water, as many people that get it for the actual business opportunity. So, with that being said, this is an investment that keeps on giving. It improves your overall health and well being. It helps reduce plastic in the environment, saves you money and time, and what you are all here for. And so, I'm about to turn it over to Marissa, which will talk about how this enables you to build a freedom based business that is yours. So, with that being said, take it away, Marissa.
Hey guys, thanks so much, Christy. So let's dive into why you're really here, how much money can actually be made with this business. But before we start with that, I wanted to kind of share a quote with you guys for a second to piggyback off of everything that Christy just shared with you. So this is what we get to offer you today: a life-changing health tool, a hydrogen water ionizer. Water isn't just another product, it's life. You can't survive without it. Unlike products that expire and come with auto ship hassles, clean water is a necessity today, tomorrow, and always. It's the most powerful resource on this planet, and I'm beyond grateful to help people experience that impact. So, without further ado, let's dive in. But before we do that, I did want to share with you guys just a little bit about myself. So, my name is Marissa, like I said, and I basically went through kind of all the society norms, right? I went to college, I graduated with honors, and a couple years after graduating, I still couldn't find a career in my field. And eventually, after a few years, I wound up becoming a police officer. And I really thought this is where I was going to be for 40 plus years, right? The pension, the 401k, all those things. I really thought I was going to stay there forever. But about a year into this field, I was burnt out. I was crying every single day. I was just super unhappy. I had a really hard time separating the job from my personal life. And I knew that it was just going to take over who I was. And so instead of staying stuck, I decided to quit my job. And that's when I found this. Mind you, when I did quit that job and start this business, I was over $100,000 in student loan debt. And I really struggled kind of figuring out my passions. But this was me years ago. Me today, I've obviously left the job force. I left the job force right away when I started my business. About a year in, I was able to retire my husband from corporate America forever. We've built a multiple seven-figure business all through the company that Christy just shared with you guys and the systems that Sarah's going to share with you guys later. and we make more money in a month now than we used to in 6. We have true time, location, and financial freedom. We've traveled the world. We did van life for 2 years. And now that I'm expecting our first little one on the way, we get to be present parents from day one of her life, which I think now looking back is probably the most exciting thing about this entire thing is we get to start her life being there with her all the time for all those milestones and never miss a beat. So now we're actually going to dive in. This is not your typical like MLM or pyramid scheme type business. This is a true direct sales model where you can actually out earn or earn more money than the person who referred you to this business. We're part of the Direct Selling Association, which means no monthly qualifications, no inventory, no auto ships, no deranking, no licensing, all based on accumulative sales, multiple ways to earn an income, pays daily, and true passive income business model. So let's dive in. I am going to go over some pretty intense things with you guys. So pay attention and know that questions are normal. But basically the company pays out on an 8-point commission structure. So as you can see here, there are 8 points of the pie. We have a couple different products. Obviously, Christy already touched on the water ionizer with you. There's also the Anespa shower spa, which removes all chlorine and runs your shower through spa minerals. And then the turmeric product. For those of you who aren't familiar with turmeric, just Google it really quickly, but turmeric is one of the most powerful supplements in the world. It's basically a mega anti-inflammatory and it comes from the ground. It's a root, so very, very natural. Jumping into commissions though, starting out making 1A or 1 point of commission with this business, this is what you will be making per product. So you sell a K8, you're making $350, and a Nespa $195, the Ukon $115, and then you're going to continue on. After your first 2 sales, you're going to jump to the rank of 2A for 3 to 10 sales, which essentially is going to double your commission. Then for 11 to 20 sales, you're going to be the rank of 3A, tripling your commission, 4A for 21 to 50 sales, 4Xing your commission, 5A for 51 through 100 sales, 5Xing your commission, and 6A and beyond is 101 sales. And that means you're 6Xing your commission. We're also going to teach you strategies I'm going to dive into in a second that's going to allow you to collect all 8 points of commission. So even higher than the 6 points, you're going to collect that 7th and 8th point as well. Once you hit the rank of 5A, which is 51 sales. We're going to break this down a little further because I know that was a lot of information for you guys. We actually have a package you can come into this business with, which is called the Quad Strategy. It's all 4 of these products right here. And immediately you are going to begin making 3 points of commission or about $3,030 per quad that you sell. So 1 sale, if you start out with the strategy of the quad, you're going to make over $3,000 on that first sale. Then after just 2 sales, you'll be making 4A commission or about $4,040 for every quad that you sell. And then once you're at your 6th sale, you're going to jump your 4th sale, you're going to jump all the way to 6 points of commission. So this is kind of a little bit of a hack that we teach you to get higher commission a little bit faster. And then by the time you are a 5A or 50 sales, which is actually only 12 quad sales, you'll be maxing out at all 8 points of commission. I did want to give you guys one more example though. Let's just take the K8, for example. Let's say you were to sell a K8, 1 product, and you are making all 8 points of commission, you are going to make about $2,800 on that 1 single sale. So 1 to 2 sales a month is going to replace the average person's full-time income. Think about that for a second, how powerful that is to make 1 to 2 sales and replace a full-time income, or 1 to 2 quad sales and have over a $10,000 month. So you're probably wondering, is it harder to sell these products because they are high ticket than it is to sell a low ticket product? This is a common objection that we get. And the truth is no, right? Many low ticket business structures, they offer very little training, almost no mentorship. There's not a lot of automation. There's not a lot of community aspect, as well as teaching you only to market to your friends and family. So there's not full systems in place for you to actually make sales. But with the strategies we're going to teach you, things are very, very different here. We expend the same amount of energy selling a $100 product as we do a $5,000 product. And people buy expensive products every single day, including these products. Think cars, jewelry, designer items, plane tickets, all that stuff, right? You spend money on that, you're going to spend money on things like this. When you make a bigger investment into something as well, you are even more willing to work at it and create that success for yourself. And if we can successfully sell these products every single day, there's absolutely no reason that you cannot as well. So if your goal is to make consistent 5-figure months with an online business, would you rather do that with 2 high ticket packages or about 200 low ticket packages? And in reality, 5-figure months are kind of necessary for families, in today's day and age, to live in some level of comfort, right? So that's a $10,000 a month plus to live a life of comfort. We really think about it. 2 products, 2 packages, or 200. It's kind of simple math here. All right, so we're going to dive in a little bit further into the compensation plan and how to rank up and how to get further within the company. So when you invest into the quad strategy, you are going to get your 4 products. Starting out, you're immediately making 3 points of commission. So let's give you an example of the difference between a direct sale versus an indirect sale, because we don't want to forget about the fact that there's also commission made on indirect sales. So you're not necessarily always the one that has to put in all of the work to make money. So we're going to give you an example. Let's say that you make a sale to Kristen down here, and you make 3 points of commission on that sale to Kristen because you came in with the quad strategy. You're making 3 points immediately. You sell something to Kristen, you get 3 points of commission on that. And now Kristen goes on to make a sale to Abby down here. And because Kristen came in with a quad, she's going to make 3 points of commission on that sale to Abby, but there's still 5 points left over to be paid out. And basically Kristen's going to receive 3 points, and then you're going to receive 3 points as well, even though you did not have anything to do with that sale directly. This is an example of an indirect sale or leverage and passive income all through the systems that Sarah's going to teach you here in a little while. And now here's a part where you're probably like, all right, great. That's awesome. I get to, make this indirect commission, but how is this then not a recruiting or pyramid scheme type business? If you're making commission on these indirect sales? And that's a fair question. So I'm going to explain it to you guys. I'm going to give you one more example to kind of explain how all of that works. So let's say you go and you make a sale to Sarah. Sarah's making 3A or 3 points of commission, and she goes and makes a sale to Taylor. Well, Taylor's going to get to the rank of 5A because she's crushing it. She gets to 5A, and Taylor goes on to make a sale. Well, Taylor's going to make 5 points of commission, and Sarah is going to make 3 points of commission, and that's it. All 8 points are collected, eaten up, and there's none left over for you. So it's not one of those businesses where the people at the top are making all of the money. Pretty rapidly, you can make all 8 points of commission, and that's exactly what we want for you. We want you to reach a level in your business that you're doing so well that you get to access all 8 points of commission. For me personally, I was making 8 points of commission within my first year. So it's not like going to take you years to get there. It can be a pretty quick process, especially when starting out a little bit higher with that quad strategy, because you're immediately starting out, making more commission right away. And with MLMs and like low ticket type businesses, you are required to recruit, right? You have to recruit in order to rank up, in order to get higher up within the company. But with this business, with Enagic specifically, you can simply sell product if that's what you wanted to do. And you can get all the way to 6A and beyond. And you do not have to build a team or recruit in order to do that and collect all of your own commission, as well as being able to make more money than the person that introduced you to this business. When you are working hard, we want you to reap all of that reward. Now I want to dive into some really, really exciting things, some bonuses, some different rank ups. So let's skip ahead for a second. Remember when you learned about the ranks 1A to 6A? I know it's been a lot of information, but 1A to 6A, well, when you hit 101 sales or the rank of 6A, which is actually only 25 quad sales. So 101 sales or 25 quad sales, you've now achieved the rank of 6A. You not only receive a one-time $3,000 bonus, you've also made approximately $150,000 in commission. And this is when you unlock an entirely new avenue of passive income, because you'll start receiving all of these extra bonuses as well. So your $150K in commission, your $3,000 one-time bonus, as well as all of these other bonuses too. But I really want to take some time to focus on this slide because if you're anything like me, this slide will change your life. It's going to blow your mind and also show you that this business is exactly where you want to be. So if you've been questioning anything, this is probably going to change your questions right now, just like it did for probably all of us on this call. This is a true example of life-changing income or generational wealth. We already went over the rank of 6A, right? That $3,000 bonus with 101 sales. We also have the rank of 6A2, which is a one-time $6,000 bonus. We have the rank of 6A2-2, which is a one-time $12,000 bonus. And then we get to the rank of 6A2-3, which is a one-time bonus of $25,000 just for hitting this rank, doing sales you were already doing prior. Not only do you receive that 25K bonus, you also receive $5,000 a month for the rest of your life. When I found out you can make $5,000 a month for life, this is basically like a pension, right? You're collecting it for life. Whether you hit this rank when you are 25, 35, 55, does not matter. You will collect for life. And the best part is that you're creating generational wealth because it's willable, which means you are able to will it to a family member or child, and the company will continue to pay them out as well for lifetime. If your goal really is creating a legacy for your family, this is exactly how you do it. You can go down, follow the line, 6A2-4. That monthly is going to change to 10,000. You can keep seeing all the way through to 6A2-8, which is 80K a month for life. This is a lot of info to take in, but if you take anything away, take this slide because it truly is the ability to create generational wealth for years and years and years to come. So without further ado, I am going to pass it over to Sarah to explain the how.
Hello, hello. How mind blown are you after seeing Anagic's incredible compensation plan? Okay, because now that you've learned about some of the awesome products we work with from Christy and the amazing compensation plan and the ways this business pays you from Marissa, you're probably wondering how we market in order to actually earn an income from this business and these products. Well, let me tell you, it's much easier than you think. And if you're thinking, well, I don't personally know anyone who would want one of these water ionizers, that is okay. You don't have to, because what we do is we leverage digital marketing, which is one of the leading and most profitable strategies to market. And we teach you step by step how to advertise to millions of people who are searching for what we have to offer here. So you don't have to figure out how to do this on your own. We've already done that for you, and I'm going to show you all that here in a second. But before I do, I want to introduce myself really quick. So my name is Sarah. I'm a small town farm girl from Illinois. And prior to getting started with this business, I was a tax and audit accountant. So I was stuck at a desk in a cubicle, crunching numbers day in and day out, being left with absolutely no time for my husband, our farm, our animals, and the things I'm truly passionate about. And I knew that that was not a sustainable long-term career path for the lifestyle I was wanting to live. I needed a better balance between work life and personal life. There's just not enough time in a day for there not to be. So I decided to make a change and dive into this business so that I could really take the reins and take control over my time and financial freedom. And since getting started, I have been able to quit my 9-to-5. I have more than quadrupled my previous income. So although I had a well-paying job before, this business has been able to provide so much more. And not only that, it supported so many life moments and milestones for myself. Things like helping me pay off loans early, getting engaged, throwing the most beautiful wedding. We purchased our farm and our first house. We then completely gutted and renovated our house to make it our dream home. We've purchased land to expand on personal goals that we have. We started a family and were able to comfortably cover all the medical bills that came along with that, and just so much more. So the financial opportunity this business has just really helped us fast track our goals and lifestyle. I mean, goals we once talked about being on our 5, 10, 15, 20-year plan were things I was able to start checking off in the first couple months of getting started with this business, which is just so special and something I'm really, really grateful for. And just beyond all of that, something that money cannot buy, I have more time. and have control over my time and my schedule, which has helped tremendously with having better work-life balance and providing so much more freedom and just breathing room within my day-to-day. So overall, this has been a really valuable change for myself and my husband and our growing family. So I am really, really excited for you to be here and checking out this opportunity for yourself. Okay, I'm going to dive in now. So what's important for you to know when it comes to marketing in the online space, which is what makes this a business that you can run remotely from anywhere, is that there are 3.6 billion social media users. Billion. That is a lot of people and a lot of eyes on social media. And a large portion of those people are looking to work remotely and generate an income from their phone with this kind of opportunity. The average American spends 3 to 5 hours a day on their phone already as it is. So why not monetize that time you're already spending on your phone, right? I want you to think about that. And I want to ask you, would you like to generate an income during the time you're already spending on your phone every day as it is? I mean, imagine what turning those hours into income generating time could do for you. And what makes this opportunity so exciting, digital marketing is set to hit $786 billion by 2026. It's not just growing, it's exploding. And that's why it's been ranked the #1 highest income earning business of 2025. But here's the best part. Our business model doesn't ask you to sell to friends and family. Our targeted marketing approach connects you with people already looking for what you offer. And let me just show you exactly how this works and what makes our approach so different. Okay, so if you ever done anything online in the past, or even if you've just looked at different online opportunities, you will have experienced or seen that most online businesses will tell you to start with things like cold messaging or pestering friends and family about your business, right? Well, we actually teach you the opposite. Instead of pushing products on your personal page to friends and family, we show you how to place strategic ads in front of people already searching for what we offer. Think about that. People who are actively looking for this opportunity are the ones who are going to see your ads around it. So here's what makes this exciting. You can start running ads for just $5 a day. You don't need a huge following because you're not utilizing your personal page to run your business out of anyways. Your ads work and generate an income for you 24/7. I'm talking while you eat, while you sleep, while you work out, while you're juggling kids, you name it, this business is continuously running because it is automated. Whereas with a traditional 9 to 5, you can't work around the clock to generate that extra income for yourself. People come to you, not the other way around. So they are qualified, which saves you time, and they're already interested, which makes you money. You are building a real and sustainable business with this. I mean, imagine checking your phone in the morning and seeing leads and sales that come in overnight from people you've never met who are genuinely interested in what you have to offer. That is the power of automation. While you're living your life, your business is continuously running in the background. Now, let me show you exactly how we make this simple for you to succeed. Our training platform is the engine that powers everything that I've been talking about. What makes this different is everything you need is built right in. No tech experience is required. Think of it like getting the keys to a fully furnished house instead of having to build one from scratch. Let me put into perspective, most people spend thousands of dollars and countless months trying to piece together sales funnels and websites and marketing systems, but we've done all that for you. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know anything about sales funnels or affiliate marketing, that's totally fine. Most people don't. That's exactly why we've created this system. Every step is broken down into bite-sized, click-by-click training that you can follow at your own pace. Our platform is only $99 a month that you'll pair with our core affiliation, which Kristen will be going over more here in a bit. So be sure to stay tuned for that. The platform is going to provide you all of the training and support, which makes it super simple to start, grow, and succeed in becoming an experienced affiliate marketer in no time, as well as provide you all the automation tools and resources that you need to make it easier and faster. And this is just a little side note for you here. This is like the old tax and audit accountant coming out in me, but This is an investment. So it's something that you will be able to write off, which is a nice little added on bonus. And then you can also opt out and cancel your subscription at any time. What you get here with our program is so valuable and is such an incredible component that you get to tie into your affiliate marketing business. And then I also want to show you another valuable part of our platform. It's our community support system. You know how most people like struggle trying to figure everything out alone. I've been there. I don't know if you've ever been there, just trying to figure things out alone. Well, that's not happening here. You're getting direct access to mentors who have built multiple 6- and 7-figure online businesses. These aren't just random coaches. These are people who've walked the exact path that you're about to take. And think about it. Who would you rather learn from? Someone who just teaches theory, or someone who started exactly where you are and built the kind of success that you're looking for? In our exclusive Facebook group and support chats, you get real-time answers to your questions, weekly mastermind events with successful mentors, step-by-step guidance when you need it, and a community of people supporting and building alongside of you. The mentorship you're getting here, people pay thousands of dollars for this level of access elsewhere. But for you, it's all included in our platform at no additional cost. This isn't just about having a place to ask questions either. It's about being a part of a community that understands exactly what you're building. You've got access to mentors who have been where you are and fellow entrepreneurs who are building alongside of you. Okay. Well, I am now going to actually pass the mic off to Abby, who's going to dive into the transformation process of stepping into becoming an entrepreneur with this business versus being an employee. So, Abby.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I know you are probably super excited right now, learning everything that you've learned. And we wanted to take a moment to just talk about what is really the difference when you transition from becoming an employee to an entrepreneur. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But before we do, let me introduce myself. I'm Abby, and I've been in this business for almost 8 years now. Prior to learning all about online business, I was a corporate sales manager for 16 years. And while I'm super grateful for having the opportunity to work in a amazing corporation, I learned pretty quickly that that wasn't for me. Working 50 to 60 hour weeks, feeling super burnt out, feeling like I was making a lot of money for the company that I could have been making for myself this whole time. And the most important thing for me was I just didn't feel super connected to a purpose or a passion. So when you're feeling burnt out and you also don't feel super connected with the passion or business side of things that you're working on, you can like kind of zone out and feel like, all right, there's got to be more to life than this. And here's the thing, not everybody is meant for a 9 to 5. And I know that I was not meant for a 9 to 5. So happy I had that experience, but so grateful that I learned that it wasn't for me. So what's happened in the last almost 8 years now? Well, I retired myself from corporate as soon as I started this business. I started working way less time than I used to. So now my typical day is like 3 to 4 hours a day max. And for the last 3 years, I've actually been traveling full time as a digital nomad. And that was kind of my passion, was travel. So that was what excited me, was like getting involved in a business that gave me so much flexibility to do what I loved anywhere in the world. And now I'm in a place, like I'm transitioning again in my life, where I'm now in California. I just moved to San Diego, and I'm starting a new chapter of my life. I would never have been able to do any of this if I were still working a 9 to 5 job that limited me to 2 to 3 weeks of vacation a year and really like making me work 50 to 60 hours a week. Like that just is not a way that I would ever want to live again. So if you're like sitting here and like, yeah, that sounds like me right now, then I'm really glad you're here, because you got to take control of your life. If you want to rediscover your purpose and passion in life, like I did, and like we all did, like we all have very similar stories, but we all have done this for very different reasons. So just know that everybody sitting here on this call with you today has probably been sitting where you are. And yeah, just want you to know, like, you can take control of your life at any time. And this is a great platform to do that with. So let's dive into what it takes to, what it means to be an entrepreneur versus an employee. So high level, an employee is just someone who works for a fixed wage under a boss or a company who does have control over your time, finances, and behavioral control over you. They can tell you when to go on breaks, when to go to the bathroom, all of that good stuff. So you are basically trading your time for a fixed salary. As an entrepreneur, you are someone who is starting and operating a business. You have full flexibility over your day, and you also have flexibility in scaling your business and how much you are able to bring in. So essentially, you have full control over your money, time, location, and your own behaviors. But we're going to dive into this a little more deeply. So if you have ever read the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this probably looks super familiar to you. This is called the cash flow quadrant. And you see there are 4 different ways to bring in income. And so we're going to go through each of these different ways that you can bring in income. The first one is as an employee. So as an employee, you have a job. This is your typical 9 to 5. If you're watching this, you probably are in this bucket. We all started in this bucket. So as an employee, you are trading hours worked for a fixed dollar amount. And why this is a problem is you really don't have any leverage. What do I mean by that? Well, you only have 24 hours in your day, and your job or your boss or your company tells you how many hours you are allowed to work. Now, most people work 8 to 9 hours a day. You might have some opportunity to work overtime, but again, you do not have the opportunity to create more time for yourself. So your time is really, your money is dependent on how much time you can work, and you cannot create more time for your day, right? Okay, so the next bucket is self-employed. This is where you own a job. So generally, you see self-employed individuals do make a little bit more than just employed individuals because you get to set your own prices, you get to set your own rates for services. So you have a little more control in the income that you bring in. But again, your income is still determined based on your active efforts. So you really don't have much leverage here either because again, you still have the same amount of time as everyone else. And so your time still dictates how much money you can make. Fun fact for you, these 2 buckets, self-employed and employed, only generate 5% of the wealth in the United States. 5% of wealth is generated in these 2 buckets. 95% of the population fits into these 2 buckets. So I'm going to let that sink in while we go on to the next 2 quadrants. So on the other side of the chart, you have business owners. This is where you own a system. You have automation, you have systems, and you have people working for you who drive income. So your time is not necessary to generate that money. You're able to scale your business based on these systems. You can hire more people to do the jobs that you don't want to do. So you do actually have true leverage here because your time is not what controls your income. Your leverage is your systems, automation, and people are what drive your income, and this is scalable. And so this is powerful because your time is now freed up to do other things other than just focus on a job. And then the last quadrant is investor. This is where you own investments. You spend money to make money. So the money that you invest continues to make you money. Again, your income here does not depend on your time or active work. You are leveraging passive income because your money is making money for you on the back end. So when you think about these 2 buckets, 95% of wealth in the United States is generated from these 2 quadrants. And it's only 5% of the population that generates this 95%. So these quadrants are the ones that we're talking about with this business. You're leveraging systems, you're leveraging automation, you're leveraging anything other than your time. Your time is now freed up to do other things. You can spend that time growing your business, certainly, but it's not dependent on how much time you put into your business because you have automation and you have systems that work for you. And you're investing your money to make more money. So it's passive income and it's leveraging systems and automation. So that's why this business model is so powerful. And I don't know about you, but I'm really happy to be part of the 5% of the population that is in these buckets and not on the other side anymore. So you probably have some questions after hearing everything that we've had to say today. So let's talk about a few things that you might be thinking. First, how do I know this is real? It really feels too good to be true. And I get it. I really thought the same thing when I first watched this webinar 8 years ago. We would not sit here and put our faces on something that wasn't real. In fact, we invite you to go back and find us on social media if you want and look at our pages and see how long we've been in business. We've been in business this long for a reason, and we would never put something out into the world that was not real. And I would certainly not put my face on something that wasn't legit. And I want to make sure that you understand this is not like some get rich quick scheme. This is a real business. It does take work, and it takes work to build and invest time and money to get where we are, but it is so worth it. If you focus on growing your business for the next 3 to 5 years, you have the potential to be so much further along than you would in any 9-to-5 job. Like, you just have to have the mindset coming in that I am going to be investing the next 3 to 5 years of my life to growing a legacy for my family. So it is not too good to be true, but just know you do have to work for it like anything else in life. How long does it take to achieve success? This is really dependent on the person. You are the key to how quickly you are able to see results. So however much effort you choose to put in is how much you're going to see get back and how quickly you're going to see that return come back to you. Now, we do recommend a minimum of 1 to 2 hours a day because we understand most people are working a 9-to-5 job when they come into this business model. Not everyone has the luxury of quitting their job and diving into this full force. But if you can say, I'm going to take 1 to 2 hours of every day. I'm going to stop watching Netflix for an hour. I'm going to stop watching, Hulu, or stop scrolling on TikTok. That was my vice, is TikTok. But I'm going to stop doing the mindless things that aren't bringing me money. And I'm going to focus this on growing a business for at least 1 hour a day. Then you're going to start seeing success in your business if you do this consistently. Collectively, we've been in this business 3 to 7 years, and we have all achieved massive success, but everyone's done it on their own timeline. Do I need to invest money to start? Yes, any business venture requires startup investment. And we talked about this in the quadrants. If you're not trading your time for money here, you're investing money to earn money. You're investing into your future. And as a business owner and investor, you're using that money to create even more money. So as an entrepreneur, you have to be in a mindset that you are using money to create money. That's the only way to get further in life. If you stay in there 9 to 5, you are fixed in your income and you're never going to see that grow. A 3 to 5% raise every year is not going to get you where you want to go. Investing your money smartly is where you are going to see long-term results. And that's where you want to be. And then last is, how much does it starting a traditional business cost, right? So an average startup cost for businesses typically range $30,000 to $100,000. Retail stores, you're going to be looking at a $50,000 to $100,000 startup investment. If you're looking at franchising, it's going to be much more expensive, like Crumble Cookie, up to $600,000 to invest in a Crumble Cookie franchise. Chick-fil-A, up to $3 million. And here's the cool thing that I want you guys to know. Enagic is a franchise business. So when you invest in starting an Enagic business, you're investing in a franchise, an already known name for 50 plus years in the business. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what that investment looks like. But I'm going to tell you right now, the numbers are significantly less than anything that we have here on this page. So I'm going to turn it over to Kristen, and she is going to chat a little bit more about the investment side of things.
Awesome. Thank you, Abby. I am so excited to be back with you guys and bring this all home. Abby set us up really well with talking about employee to entrepreneur to business owner to where you are going to be investing into yourself here. And so I first want to go over with you the most popular, the most powerful way to get started. And with this being said, you cannot be excited about the potential to make this large income, to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 months, but then be fearful and let yourself just sink back in when it comes to investing. So I am going to cover all of those pieces with you right now. Again, the most powerful, the most popular way to get started is with our quad investment that Marissa already mentioned. This investment, without including tax and shipping, is $16,720. When you get started with this package, you are automatically receiving a kickback commission of $930. So depending on the way you get started and the way you're able to fund your business, this could cover 3 to 4 months of your funding of this business while you're growing and getting all the systems and automation set into place. And our quad, it is made of 4 items. So the Inespa, which is your in-home spa system in your shower, and then 2 of our K8s, which is Enagic's flagship water ionizer model that Christy went over. And then we have the Ukon Sigma, which is our wild turmeric supplements, tea, and soap. Now, when you get started with a quad, if you think back to what Marissa was talking about and the 1A franchise lane to the 6A franchise lane, when you get started with a quad, you're immediately earning 3A. So 3 points of commissions on your very first sale, which equates to $3,030. Take into account the $930 you already got it from starting your business. You're already about $4,000 ahead in profit that you've made in this business when you get started with a quad. And then the really cool part is that just after 4 sales with the quad package, you have completely paid off your investment. And so then on your 5th sale, you are even more in the green and you are starting to earn that income, and you can put that wherever you please. The other way, there's 4 different ways we're going to go over. The second way is called the trifecta. That's made up of 3 products, and your investment without tax and shipping is $11,240. With this package, you are automatically receiving a kickback commission of $465. Again, this can go to 2 to 3 months of your payments, just depending on which way you decide to invest in your business. And you get the Inespa, the K8, and the Ukon Sigma. You're immediately earning 2 points of commission on your first sale, which will make you $1,320 with the trifecta package. Now, the next way is our duo. So the 2 products, the K8 and the Ukon, without tax and shipping, $8,060. You are automatically getting a kickback commission of $115. You get the amazing K8 and you get the Ukon Sigma, and then you're also earning 2 points of commission. So on your first sale with a duo, with a K8 and an Ukon, you're going to be earning a commission, dollars in your pocket, of $930. So basically $1,000. And then the last way here is our standard item and our way to get started, which is the K8, the flagship model. Your investment without tax and shipping is going to be $5,480. With this, you don't receive a kickback commission just simply because you're not adding an additional item onto your affiliate line to attach to your ID number. So you are getting the 1 item. You are automatically going to start earning 1 point of commission. So when you make a K8 sale, you are going to be making $350. And so with all of that being said, I want to show this side by side in a comparison so that you can see the ways that you can really monetize and earn a higher level of commission quicker, and help you decide which way really makes the best sense for you to actually go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go over the ROI with your investment packages. As Sarah mentioned, this business is a tax write-off. So let that sink in. That is huge. That is massive when you're thinking about starting a business. And so all of these results I'm about to go over is based on 10 sales. When you get started with a quad, your investment's around $17K. Your ROI in 10 sales is about $40,000, $38,380 you are receiving. So you've well comped what you've invested into this business. And then you are going to be making more than double that in 10 sales. Then look at the trifecta, the second route we talked about. Your investment's $11,240. Your return on that investment is $18,480. This is where I really want you to pay attention to the ROI. Again, how fast you want to monetize and maximize your growth inside of this business. That's how you're going to decide what strategy to get started with. And then the third option is the duo, the K8 and the Ukon. Your investment's $8,000. Your return in 10 sales is $13,000, still in the green. And then the last one here is the investment with the K8 of $5,500. Your return on investment is $6,300. Now, take a look here at the K8 package and then our quad package. So if you're looking at the return on investment here, in the same time, energy, and effort that you expend into making 10 sales, when you get started with a quad, you're making about $30,000 more in your investment because you got started and you're selling the quad package. Now, of course, any single route that you get started with gets your hands on your ID number, and you get to start making this high ticket income, and you can grow this franchise business. But again, you just want to take a look at this and what's feasible for you to get started with. You and whoever invited you here are going to talk about, but the way you want to get started with, you really want to start thinking as that business owner and how quick do you want to make your money and maximize on this growth with this business? And so there's different ways to fund your business. There's really digestible payments that you can make ranging from $50 to $350 per month based on your credit score. So we have different offers that are 0% interest credit card options that you can put your purchase of this business. You can literally fund your entire business, a quad down to the K8, put it on a card and make digestible monthly payments to that while you're building this business, utilizing other people's funds to start your own business. And then other people use personal loans. There are 401k loan options. Some people choose to just pay directly in full from their personal savings or their personal checking accounts as well. So again, whoever invited you here, you will walk through your specific game plan and get the strategy set for you to get started and fund your own business. And so I want to end and share this quote with you. Most of today's millionaires weren't born into their wealth, research shows. A study by Fidelity Investments found that 88% of millionaires are self-made millionaires. That is amazing news for every single one of us on this call and every single one of you watching this as well, because you don't have to be born into that wealth. You can take the steps and take the actions to be that self-made millionaire for you and for your family. And do not forget that you were drawn to this opportunity for a reason. You're sitting here watching this video for a reason. If something excites you about what you learned today and you feel that you could change your life, just like I have and thousands of others have as well, here are your options. It is truly time to make those dreams into a reality. So you have option number one, which is to hop off this call, just let this inspiration wear off and do absolutely nothing and just keep living the life as is, as you are right now, where you know you're going to be in 1 year, right? Or you could take option two, which is to take action and book your one-on-one call. You will decide what strategy aligns with your goals that we just went over, and then just reach out to who invited you here. You'll be able to affiliate with your products and gain access to our 30-day business blueprint trainings. But wait, that is not all. We have a fast action bonus for you watching this right now. There is a limited time offer that we are giving out, which is a value of $2,500, which AKA means it is given to you for free. And what that fast action bonus is when you book your call within the next 24 hours, you will receive a personalized investment strategy plan to help you get started in this business and access to an exclusive mastermind chat for your first 60 days to accelerate your success. This is amazing. You want to take action on this fast action bonus. Again, a value of $2,500. You get it for free when you take action in the next day within 24 hours. So what are you waiting for? Your next steps. I first just want you to thank yourself for spending this last hour with us and giving yourself that time to invest into your time for your future. And so again, reach out to the person who invited you to this masterclass, schedule your call within 24 hours, and you'll be able to create your personalized plan to kickstart your own business. We are so excited to work with every single one of you and absolutely cannot wait to see you on the inside. See you later, guys.